I guess rather than just ask the really cliched question of how do you improve service delivery to your clients, from your perspective of wearing the innovation hat, are you pulled into conversations with clients? Essentially, are you client facing? And if you are, what are the conversations that you're having with other businesses or clients? At what point do you get brought in? And what's your function in those conversations?
That's a good question. I'm happy to answer it. I'm in certain areas client facing. It's been a great, interesting part of my role to be involved in certain marketing or pitch discussions. Certainly getting a lot of colleagues calling me up in the last year at minimum to develop a legal innovation section of a pitch document or pitch presentation that they're giving, but increasingly also feeding them not only information for them to take to a pitch meeting, but also accompanying them to such a meeting. And then speaking directly to our clients or potential clients as to the ways that JWS working inevitably can benefit them and increase the efficiency and the quality of the services we're providing to them. So that's part of what I'm doing. The other thing I'm doing, which I find very interesting, is trying to think about the ways that we can improve the product or the service we provide. So we work in a very competitive industry, and we have very able competitors who are providing excellent services. We see those competitors across the table from us acting for their clients who are either doing a transaction with our client or in a dispute with our client. But it's trying to go beyond that and think more carefully about the way that we deliver services to our clients. What are they going to do with the product of our work? If it's a transaction, it's typical for a law firm to provide a transaction volume, or in some jurisdictions called a Bible or transaction set. Can we do more than that? Can we provide the information in a way that the client can better use it internally? And of course, that gives us opportunities as well to have further engagement with that client, rather than just, giving them the information in a way they then need to take it away and digest it and dissect it or reorganize it. Work more closely with clients to say, what are you ultimately doing with this information? Who is it going to in your organization? It's probably going beyond the internal legal team to certain business teams in that client. And so providing information to them in a form that can just be pushed straight to the people who need it. So thinking a lot about that, but there are challenges in that approach as well, because you want to give the client information in the format they can most effectively use. And then probably until recently, many law firms have thought about just creating portals for their clients, which the law firm posts all the pertinent information, which is probably better than just sending the information to clients attached to an email or a USB drive. But I've certainly spoken to clients where they're working with a large number of law firms, and each law firm's got a different portal, and they can't remember the password for all the different portals. So I think we have to go beyond that. Engage with our clients' systems and deliver the information so it flows seamlessly into the system. And most ambitiously, think about with our clients systems that they should actually potentially use, because some of our clients are very sophisticated and indeed are probably more sophisticated than we are from a technological perspective, but many are not. And there's ways in which to build a partnership with them to actually bring about change within their own organizations in the way they store and use information. And because we as law firms are such, we create a lot of information that flows into those systems, we need to think a lot more carefully about how we deliver that information in as structured a way as possible. So I think that's a really interesting area of my role, and it's blatantly a way to try and differentiate what we're doing from our competitors. But of course, they'll be thinking along those lines as well. So it'll be an interesting contest, if I can put it that way, to see how we can provide our services more efficiently and in a way that's more useful and valuable to our clients.